The Eastern Cape of South Africa is known for its stunning natural beauty with a diverse landscape that ranges from rugged mountains to pristine beaches. From the rugged wild coast, its unspoiled beaches, rocky cliffs and rolling hills to the lush Titicama National Park, the Eastern Cape is a destination that offers something for everyone. Encompassing the region's many attractions, the Addo Elephant National Park, the Amatola Mountain Park known for its hiking trails, cascading waterfalls and indigenous forests, the Great Fish River Reserve, and the Karoo vast open spaces and rugged landscapes. A perfect spot for stargazing and to experience the unique and diverse plant and animal species that are adapted to this harsh environment. These are just a few highlights of the beautiful landscapes that the Eastern Cape has to offer. Visitors can also find many other natural and cultural beauty in the Eastern Cape of South Africa. However, despite the region's many attractions, it is also home to some of the highest levels of poverty in the country. This can create a stark contrast between the beauty of the Eastern Cape and the harsh realities of life for many of its residents. One of the reasons for this contrast is the fact that the Eastern Cape has been historically marginalized. The region was one of the last to be colonized by the Europeans and was later used as a source of deep labor for the mines and farms of other parts of the country. This legacy of marginalization has had a lasting impact on the region, with many residents still facing economic and social challenges today. Poverty is a pervasive problem in the Eastern Cape, with many residents living in overcrowded and inadequate housing and struggling to access basic services such as healthcare and education. Unemployment is also high, with many residents unable to find work or facing low-paying jobs with few benefits. This can make it difficult for residents to afford the basic necessities of life, let alone to enjoy the beauty of the region. Provincially, the Eastern Cape has the highest unemployment rate at 42.8%, expanded 51.8%. In a recent speech, Gift of the Givers founder Dr. Imtiaz Suleiman said it has become normal to starve in the Eastern Cape. In Pedi in the Eastern Cape, children are eating wild plants to survive, as the COVID-19 pandemic and the lockdown took their toll. The number of households going hungry has doubled according to research. One woman comments, "My children will tell you the taste of every plant in this area, as for the last 3 months I've been feeding them these plants." For 15 years, the Fidaa Foundation has worked on the ground, side by side with other organizations to make a difference. From short-term projects to alleviate poverty like community feeding hamper distribution, the Fidaa Foundation has spent millions of rands of food to nourish bodies suffering malnutrition and acute hunger. Unemployment and poverty are major issues in the Eastern Cape region of South Africa. These issues are closely linked and both have a significant impact on the lives of many residents. Addressing unemployment and poverty in the Eastern Cape will require a comprehensive approach that includes creating job opportunities, promoting economic growth, and providing education and training opportunities. With the right policies and programs in place, the Eastern Cape can move towards a more prosperous future, where all residents can benefit from the beauty and richness of the region. For this purpose, the Fidaa Foundation has developed short skills training spanning from 3 weeks to 6 months to enable breadwinners to place food on the table for aspiring learners to further study or provide clothes for naked bodies. The Fidaa Foundation provides a 1-month training course in baking where students learn cakes and decorating dough products, biscuits, and the art of pastry products. Every student who qualifies from our Food Bev SETA accredited class are skilled in piping techniques, trending cake designs, and specialty cake fillings. Currently, 592 students have qualified from our learning centers in Gqeberha, formerly Port Elizabeth, Pietermaritzburg, Laudium, and Durban. Our aim is to expand with as many branches in all provinces in South Africa to provide a quick solution out of poverty for those who are naturals in the art of baking as a means of livelihood. The Fidaa Foundation Sewing School provides a 6-month sewing course equipping learners with all the required knowledge to start a business of garment production. The only FP&M SETA accredited center in the Eastern Cape offering free skills, 10 learners per class, 2 classes annually. Over 200 learners completed to date in 2023. Read through some of the reviews from candidates. The courses are offered in Port Elizabeth and in Durban. We appeal to you to open your hearts and help us establish as many centers as possible in South Africa in an industry expanding rapidly. The stunning growth of the Fushini Group brand, which favors local production over Chinese imports, has reflected the potential revenue open to stakeholders in the clothing production and fashion world. The following areas are covered by our tuition. The Fidaa Foundation Culinary School, based in Durban, offers learners a professional culinary course to start their own catering business or seek employment in the industry. Theory covered in the culinary course are sauces, food preparation methods, personal development as a chef and cook, personal hygiene and safety, food safety and quality assurance, workplace safety, introduction to the kitchen, and hospitality and catering industry. All the essentials to be job ready or the skills to start a business from scratch. To date, our interns have received rave reviews and have actively begun their journey at home or at food establishments in the Durban area. Fidaa computer courses provide the appropriate level of proficiency required to operate a computer system. Computer skills are an advantage to the job seeker as well as to the already employed. Our computer literacy course comprises the following modules at introductory levels: Introduction to Computers and Windows, Internet and Email, Word Processing, Spreadsheets, Presentations. A successful candidate has this to report. Presenting our in-house coding course. Our SETA-accredited NQF5 coding course addresses the need to provide skills training opportunities for youth, especially females, from previously disadvantaged backgrounds to obtain a relevant accredited IT qualification. There is an ever-increasing demand for app developers and skilled coders in the fast-paced world of IT and communications, a world relying more and more on robots and apps to accomplish tasks. Your support to train youth in this field would only support South Africa as it embraces the fourth industrial revolution of the internet and renewable energy. Counseling services provided to the public. Poverty often affects the soul and mind as well as the body, wreaking havoc on both. Towards this goal, the Fidaa Foundation has a dedicated counseling line at 0861 000 349. Our professional team is ready to engage with any person or child in anguish needing emotional support. Due to the ongoing violence and hardships which individuals face in today's cold and harsh world, the Fidaa Foundation has established the White Door Centre, situated in 239 Durban Road, Corsten, Port Elizabeth, which also runs in partnership with the Department of Social Development. This is a dedicated victim support centre offering free counselling and referrals. Our 24-hour care line is our telephonic counseling service. Some of the services offered by the White Door Centre pertains to victims of sexual offences, domestic violence, marital and family counseling, suicide, depression, stress, anxiety, and substance abuse. A healthy life begins with a happy mind and the motivation to tackle the challenges of life with perseverance and gusto. Let's stand by the people who are vulnerable and give them that support to overcome their challenges. In conclusion, the Eastern Cape of South Africa is a region of great natural beauty and cultural richness. However, it is also home to some of the highest levels of poverty in the country. This creates a stark contrast between the beauty of the Eastern Cape and the harsh realities of life for many of its residents. Addressing poverty in the Eastern Cape will require a multifaceted approach that includes providing education and training opportunities, creating jobs, and improving access to healthcare and other services. Although the task is formidable, it is worth the effort to help the residents of the Eastern Cape to enjoy the beauty of their region to the fullest. How can I help? That's the easiest part. Everyone has a talent or resource they can share within their means to empower others. Ugly is a mansion next to a settlement of shacks. Nothing destroys the joy of an international holiday than returning back to a city with no lights, medicine, or food for the family of your staff or associates or households just a few streets away. It's difficult to enjoy a good, mature piece of steak in a restaurant surrounded by the homeless awaiting a scrap of food, or stand shopping with a huge trolley of luxuries and the queue behind is filled with mums who bought the bare minimum for survival. The greatest pain we can endure is to say farewell to our progeny, leaving the shores of South Africa to make a home somewhere in the world. Our communities only strengthen when we guide and mentor others on the path of success. We need community gardens in the backyard of every shack. We need every child to value education. Every teenager must be made streetwise and indoctrinated with the belief that the world doesn't give. You need to earn with dignity. And the journey of change starts with just one individual. Give your time and resources and help the Fidaa Foundation expand and sustain its many activities in South Africa. Included in every gift bag are details and costs of our projects. Contact us and speak to us about your passion and contributions to change. The Fidaa Foundation grants Section 18A for donations, which is a lovely tax benefit for your earnings. Boost your BEE scorecard by making donations towards elements of socio-economic spend, enterprise development, or skills development. Our team will be more than willing to draw a special program tailor-made for your benefit. Spend in meaningful ways, making your company a leader in social justice and philanthropy. Thank you for spending time with us today. We appreciate it and hope you had a lovely time together. This means a lot to us, the team, and volunteers of the Fidaa Foundation. You are our support and motivation. Keep safe, prosper, and grow each moment towards a more successful you. Hope to hear from you soon. Our hearts and doors remain open to you.